from the Transformers. It seems appropriate just in light of the medical craziness, obviously, that's going on right now. I'm a huge Transformers fan, especially G1. I am completely old school. So the the 80s G1 Transformers are really the only ones that I accept. So with that said, we'll get started here. So it's always fun drawing Transformers because, especially the G1 Transformers, because they're more blocky. Um, and I don't know, it's just seems more simple, more fun, you know. So I think what I'm going to do is have Ratchet sort of running to aid people. You know, he obviously would be really busy right now. Um, but what I love about Ratchet is he's one of the Transformers that I think most closely works with the humans in the show. Um, you know, he's always trying to solve problems. Um, he's always you know, just generally concerned about the well-being of both Transformers and the Autobots and uh, humans alike. So I think that's pretty cool. So let's see if he's kind of running right now. Let's see, I've already kind of cost myself too much space here. Again, it's always tricky with foreshortening. I might just need to give myself some more space up here in general. I'll admit I did not think uh, this one through a lot before starting. You should try to have a little bit more of a plan of attack on this one. I just kind of jumped into it, so we'll see where it goes. See what happens. I think that's awesome is like their arms are just crazy blocky. So you have to really account for extra space just because they're just so big, right? Transformers are just these big, blocky, crazy robots. But once you get your skeleton laid down, they can be pretty easy to fill in. So just have this guy here. And his foot could sort of go this way. All right, that's shaping up a bit more. Again, it's that damn Damn foreshortening, right? Cool. So I think we're starting to get him worked in here. Scan lines down the head. So the cool thing about Ratchet is he's got one of these like kind of thin things going on here. Actually, might be a little bit low because I think his eyes go right up to it. And then robot noses are always a little bit easier because they're actually a block. I think I've literally been drawing Transformers since I was about 12. Gosh, probably earlier than that, honestly. It's probably one of the first things I drew. They're just absolutely awesome. Just took the 80s by storm, man. And what's awesome is you could do anything with them. They were die-cast metal, the very, very first ones, so they were like indestructible. You know, you get some chipped paint and all that, but that was about it. Though the first Ratchet toy was pretty awful. He didn't even have a head. Like this windshield thing just sort of like came up as his face. It was the weirdest thing ever. You should just look up G1 Ratchet toy. Same thing for Ironhide. Ratchet and Ironhide were very similar in a lot of ways, even in the cartoon. Both kind of like van-like things. So you see I can like kind of move pretty quickly. Again, once you got like the skeleton down, you can do a lot here. Of course, I've got a kiddo who's making noise in the background. Sweet. So yeah, that's really pretty much it. We can clean it up really quickly. The other great thing about robots is their anatomy doesn't have to be quite like humans. They can be really, really blocky. They can be kind of whatever you want. They can have funky legs. They can have funky arms. Cool. So let's Let's ink him. Now the inverse of sort of them having a different, anatomy, makeup, whatever you want to call it, have to be just a little more precise, I guess. They are robots, so they're made of steel and metal, or a Cybertronian alloy, I guess, in the Transformers case. Give him one of these little chin things just to make him look extra robotic. Maybe one of these things. Ratchet wasn't like super popular, but he was always kind of necessary, you know? They always needed a medic. They always needed somebody to patch him up, right? I have a feeling that Ratchet's character was kind of loosely based off of Leonard McCoy from Star Trek. He could get just a little grumpy at times. He was pretty straightforward. But you know, he always got it done, man. He always took care of everybody. There's the trains where I live. Background. Right on cue. Alright, sweet. So then we got this. He has these nice big, crosses on his shoulders, just in case you were confused that he was a medic. It's interesting though, to my recollection, there was never another, like, equivalent, like, on, as far as Decepticons are concerned. They always had, kind of counterparts, There were leaders and lieutenants and all that, but there was no medic on the Decepticons like Ratchet. Ratchet was kind of one of a kind, I guess. Again, he's just big blocks. Especially Ratchet, because unsurprisingly, he transformed into an ambulance. So he could help humans, which he actually helped he probably helped humans as much or more than he did the Autobots themselves. Sweet. Alright, let's get, actually I need a little situation here. So let's go ahead and do some eraser here. Further clean them up. And so you can draw Transformers like pretty quickly. You can bust them out. And I have a feeling that Ratchet would have a real soft spot for sick kids, like the ones that Extra Life helps. He would definitely be the type to visit hospitals and whatnot. All right, cool. Let's come back in, give him a little bit more. Actually, you know what? I want to ink. Go ahead and ink the mouth. So this guy's kind of funny. I don't think the Transformers ever really had teeth. I don't think, anyway. We'll give him a little bit of cross-hatching here and make this a little bit darker. Just color him in. Cool. Maybe give him a little bit of depth on his visor thing, I guess it is. And then now this is about just giving some color here. So again, just a little bit of shadow here. Again, just considering light source a bit. So he has, um, some shadows coming down here. So we can come this way. Do this. Sun's going really crazy in the next room. All right, cool. So now just giving him some more lines to make him kind of look more robotic. Again, trying to just make him a little bit more shiny. Cool. And we can go like this. Alrighty. He's looking pretty good. I think we can call this a quickie. Like I said, Ratchet was kind of like a no nonsense kind of guy here. Very straightforward. Very serious. All right. So there you go. Just a quick one, It's busting out Transformer. Like I said, they're pretty quick to draw, just because they're so blocky and it's sort of fun. So, um, but yeah. So if you enjoyed this, please just consider any small donation to help Children's Miracle Network hospitals. They've had a rough couple of months. They literally, their offices, even during this pandemic, were just hit by a level 5.7 magnitude earthquake, I think, which is it's just crazy, just insult to injury. But they're continuing to do just awesome work there. So all of the money that's donated to me goes directly to Cincinnati Children's, who is also in great need right now. So yeah, anything you can consider giving would be super awesome. So you can donate right down there. And yeah, thanks for watching.